This is a continuation from the Xena Deep Dive #1 video. And I actually started making the Xena Deep Dive #2 video after reading the manual and everything, and I still couldn't get it to work properly. So I had to get Xena involved, called their support up, and of course their support is free, which everyone should know. And when I told them what was happening, they actually saw one of the videos and commented that something didn't look right. So we did a remote session. They looked at the Xena and they realized that my chassis was missing a hardware license for one of the modules, and I'm going to show you that here real quick. So to get to this, so they gave me a fix that has a license in it, and I downloaded it. And to get to this chassis upgrader, this is not one of the many shortcuts they drop on your desktop. This is actually you have to go to the start menu in the Xena Networks sub-menu, and that's where this Xena chassis upgrader lies. And I went ahead and fired it up, and so you click on this chassis, named chassis, and we're going to synchronize it. And I'll show you what the problem was well, you're running firmware version 220 in this layer 2.3 test module, but it should be 276 down here. I needed a license file to make this happen. If your hardware is not licensed for the newer versions, you will have to use the older version of software, which is okay because there's a lot of test equipment manufacturers. You can't even get the old version of software without giving them some kind of money. And these guys, if you go to their website, click on it, you can get software that's really old. Some of it is even in zip files. So I wanted to show upgrading this thing. So before we run the upgrade, you should always try to reproduce the problem and then upgrade something and then verify the problem has been fixed. And so to recreate the problem, what was happening, and it was very strange. Well, let's just run it real quick. So preview stream, start preview. Yeah, see, everything is corrupted. You see everything is corrupted. This is not the right Mac. It's just getting stomped all over. It's not seeing the VLAN. So here's the problem. If I delete these segments out, and so if we run the preview with this, this just basic setup right here. You can see that the source Mac, the destination Mac is okay. The source Mac is okay. Got it's set for VLAN. The VLAN is okay. Everything is set for 0. ID is 0. Everything's hunky-dory, right? But the minute I added another layer to it, if you will, or layer 3, which is the IPv4, and I didn't even have to configure it. As soon as I add it, it would corrupt it. It starts with 05 instead of 04. It's just corrupted. The VLAN priority is wrong. It's set for 50. The ID is 1682. It's just a mess. It just got corrupted. I was just scratching my head. I was reading through the manuals. I couldn't figure it out. Xena finally had to come in, and they're like, "Yeah, we think we know what the problem is." And a couple days later, it was like, Shazam, they have a fix. So let's try the fix. So we verified we have verified that the problem still exists. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and upgrade it. So you fire this thing up, it recognized the chassis, I synced it, and now we're just going to say start upgrade. Okay, so it came back, and let's go look at, yeah, so it upgraded to 276, the firmware version, so very good. Okay, we'll go ahead and fire the Xena Manager back up. Let's see here. Module. So if you notice, the stream and the port configurations aren't saved during a reboot because they're not persistent. And so if you don't right click on these guys and say save port configuration, you will lose your port and stream settings. You can also save the streams, but I find that just doing the save port works pretty good. So we're going to reserve. Okay, everything is reserved. Let's go ahead and restore, load this port configuration. Here's the stream we tested with just a second ago that was failing. So let's go ahead and preview it real quick. Okay. Much better. Yeah. Okay, the MAC addresses are correct. Yep. Yep. Everything is set to 0 in the VLAN. Excellent. The IPv4 looks good. Excellent. That seems to have fixed the problem. So if you have any questions or comments about the video, leave them in the comments underneath the video, and I'll see you later.